Welcome to the Lotco Business Podcast, a show all about helping you as a retailer, brand, or creative understand the actual business side of running your business. I offer straightforward, practical advice about the nitty-gritty of making money from your creative passion. We will be covering bite-sized business and marketing lessons, as well as interviews with experts and trailblazers in the fashion, homewares, and design industries. My name is Melissa Robbins. I'm a business coach, colour-loving, non-coffee drinking Melburnian. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to today's episode. My name is Melissa Robbins. I am super excited to have you here listening and learning and hopefully learning things that actually help you generate a little bit more income in your business and build that profitable product-based business that I hopefully everyone is aiming for as well. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is a little bit about email marketing. And anyone who's been following me on socials would know that I've been talking about it a lot lately. I have a new offer that is out, which is all about nailing your email marketing. So really understanding how to use and maximize email marketing so it can start to bring in a good percentage of income for you for your retail online business, e-com business. If someone who is using email marketing to its capacity could be generating between 30 to 40% of their total sales just through their emails. So if your numbers don't look like that right now, then maybe that's a good way to view it, that there's opportunity there for you and a potential for growth in that area of your business. A lot of people focus on that new customers all the time and generating new traffic and finding new people. And so Facebook ads and Instagram and TikTok and influencer marketing, all those things which I love and are great and are definitely required to have a successful products business, but they should not be the only thing to focus on. And you should definitely spend some time nurturing the customers that you have as well and considering, and looking after and servicing and, highlighting things that you do well to your current customers. So they are already a warm audience. They already know about you. It's well worth you focusing on them to share with them more about what's going on and share with them more about, what your brand is all about. So what we're going to talk about today is 5 email automations that you should ideally have set up as an e-com business and also that will help save you time and produce income at the same time as well. So obviously these things need to be set up initially, and so they will take a little bit of time to do, but once they're there, they're there. They continue forever and ongoing. You might tweak and change them as you go, but they're definitely something that you only need to set up once. Now, number 1 is the welcome series. So the welcome series, nurture sequence, you might have heard it called all those things, is all about delivering that first incentive email or first email that says thank you for subscribing. Maybe it's giving them their code for that discount offer that you offered or in your pop-up, or maybe it's delivering, that they're part of the draw to go into win a prize or win a gift pack, whatever it might be. So having that first email go out is your delivery of your offer or your confirmation, and that forms the very first email in your welcome series. Other emails that might go out, and you should have between 3 to 5 emails, would be, getting to know you. The next one would be getting to know you better, maybe what to expect from you, maybe what some of your best sellers are or what some of your most popular items are, and that might differ, depends on if you've got products that change often or not. Maybe what your most popular blog posts are or what your most popular, social media things are, or invite to follow you on social media if they're not already. All of those things can form part of your welcome series, and that should be about between 3 to 5 emails. And they would go out over between 7 to 14 days. So that's like that first initial get to know me in a shorter period of time. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2 is abandoned cart email sequence. So really making sure that this is personalized compared to what is in Shopify. For example, if you've got it set up, there would be an automatic one that Shopify has as default. Make sure you personalize it. Make sure you customize it to your brand and your voice and your way of speaking, and change your subject line, change the color buttons and all that sort of stuff so it's personalized for you. If you've got another email management system like Klaviyo or Flowdesk or OmniSend or ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign, all of these different ones are great email management systems, then they would have workflows or automations that they would typically use for abandoned cart series and stuff already. So looking at those and customizing those and really making it personal for your brand. Number 3. your post-purchase follow-up. Now, this is besides the order confirmation and shipping confirmations that you would have set up already. They should definitely be in your sequence, but I'm not talking about these ones because they would generally be in every single one anyway. So number 3 is a post-purchase follow-up, which is all about that. Thank you for your order. Can you give me a review? What other products might be similar? If they liked this, they might like this too. What about how to look after the product or product care? Like, what are some tips and things to help it last longer or get the most out of it, or how it can be styled or worn, and all of those different things, like having a post-purchase follow-up. So you might have different ones for different products, or you might just have a general one that goes out. That would ideally be between 3 to 5 emails as well. And that would go out, and it depends on how quickly you get your orders to people. That would go out between 7 to 21 days after your actual purchase. Now, you might have a separate review one going out because you might have a review app that you use, like Trustpilot or something like that, which can actually just do the emails for you and ask for the reviews that way. So yours might be your post-purchase follow-up might be slightly different if you've got a review app in place as well. I highly recommend that if you haven't got an review app in place, because they can be amazing for generating those reviews, because that is definitely one of the really important factors for success and conversion on your website too. All right, number 4 is the re-engagement campaign. So that one gets sent out if you haven't heard from customers for a certain amount of time, whether that be, depends on what your product is, whether that's a 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, maybe 2 years later. If you have, if the product's still relevant, you might think for them. So can you have something set up so that, if it triggers that someone hasn't bought from you for a certain period of time, or maybe it's a matter of you just looking at that every 6 months or so and putting it into a segment, exporting the people who haven't bought for a while, putting them into a segment, asking them, re-engaging with them like, we miss you, we haven't seen you for a while, where have you been? Here is a, free shipping to encourage them to get back with you. Here is a 10% off voucher. Like, you do what you want to do there, but definitely having something to re-engage with customers so they know that you're still thinking about them, that you're still on the list, and really, talking about what you can do for them, or what other people have loved about what's changed in the last 6 months, or anything like that. Like, really trying to re-engage and get them to remember you, be top of mind for, where, if they want to buy something again soon. And that's what email campaigns are all about too. Like, it's that being top of mind, being brand awareness, being that they think of you because you're constantly in contact with them too. Right. Number 5 is what I will call a forever series. And what that is I have seen this for service-based, and I think it could really work well for product-based businesses too, where you might have a sequence that is triggered when they first sign up, but it goes out over a period of 12 months. So you might have 4 to 6 emails over 12 months, so that, 2 to 3 months apart, depends on how many you have, which are just general emails which are not time sensitive or product sensitive. In here, you might include things like, a little bit more about your product, or where you've been seen, like where, what celebrities might have worn your product or used your product. You might talk a little bit about some blog posts, which are just popular ones on your website, which it doesn't matter when people have joined up, whether they're relevant or not. So how can you have in there a series of 4 to 6 emails, which are just generic in terms of they're not time-sensitive product links, but maybe they go to your about page, maybe they go to your contact page, maybe they go to your frequently asked questions page. Like, what sort of emails could you have set up in there which would be servicing and helping your customers get to know you a little bit better, but over that 12-month period? So just in case you don't send emails regularly and you're not sending weekly emails anyway, because even though that's the ideal, I know that's definitely not what people are doing. So if this is all you have set up, at least you've got some of these emails going out. So the forever series, we'll call it. All right. So as I said before, your order confirmation and shipping confirmation notifications, they should be automatically set up anyway. You might add a few extra things like birthday ones if you capture people's birthdays, that you're thinking of them, or here's a discount code for their birthday. Those are some things that you might have set up too. If you do wholesale, if you're a brand that wholesales as well, ideally you'd have other automations set up in your business too, which are ones that go out if someone's keen on being a stockist of your brand. You let them know that you'll get back to them soon, or some automations on how they can do how they can become a stockist of your brand. So those things too would be great if you had them set up. A contact form automation, or maybe even some frequently asked question ones too. Just to review those top 5, we've got the delivery of that welcome sequence. So the first one is the delivery of the offer, and then it becomes your welcome sequence. Number 2 is your abandoned cart sequence. So making sure that you've got emails if someone does not buy straight away. And ideally, this would go out between 1 to 3 hours after they've abandoned cart, because I see some of the automation set up on Shopify that might be 10 hours. And I don't know about you, but I've, well moved on after 10 hours. That could be a second email that goes out if they haven't, engaged in that first one. But definitely first abandoned cart, I would get sent out sooner rather than later. Number 3 is that post-purchase follow-up. So have that automatically set up saying thank you, asking for a review, or, showcasing how to use the product. Number 4 is to have a re-engage campaign. If you haven't heard from someone for a while, have that set up that they get a trigger that this email campaigns get sent. And then number 5 is that forever series. So over a 12-month period, you would have some emails which can get spaced out over a period of time, so they get those emails from you as well. So I hope that helps you. I hope that you've got some of those already. I hope that you go into your email management system and figure out how to actually add those other ones in, figure out, what you need to have those set up, whether it's some connections like Zapier, I talk about a little bit, which can trigger certain things if your email system doesn't do it for you. There's lots of different things you can do to really make sure that you are engaging with your customers regularly and that they're hearing from you. They don't just join your list and you never actually send them an email. If you want more help with your email marketing, it is something I'm so passionate about, and know that there's so much opportunity for e-com brands to really grow this area of their business, nurture their customers more. But I know that some of the barriers as well that people might have is like, what the heck do I actually send my customers? How do I send emails that aren't just sales emails? I don't want to do promos all the time. I don't want to annoy people. I don't want people to unsubscribe. These are all the things that come up for people. These are all barriers, and these are all sort of issues that some people have. They're all the sort of things that I'm going to be doing, talking about more in my Now Your Email Marketing program as well, which is available. You can click the link in the show notes and it will take you straight to the information about it. Or DM me on Instagram and say email, and I'll definitely be able to send you through some information about how to nail your email marketing, how to improve your email marketing, and how to generate more income from your email marketing and nurture your current customers, nurture those people who are already warm, who already know who you are, who are already previously maybe purchased from you or been on your website at least anyway. So how can you do that? That is what I'll be helping with in my Now Your Email Marketing. And I'll bring you more podcasts and episodes and stuff coming up as well, all about this as well, about what sort of things you can do to improve your email marketing, maybe, dive deeper into certain sequences and stuff like that too, if that's something you want help with. So let me know. I would love to hear from you and get feedback as well. If you've loved this episode, I would so love it if you could write a review on Apple Reviews. Click onto the podcast, scroll down to the bottom, and you can find a place to write your review. I would so appreciate it because it helps me get out to more people. I screenshot and share those reviews with different people all the time. Share that on socials as well, and really shout out to you as well. I would so appreciate it. As a podcast, I don't get that direct feedback from you. So giving these reviews, sending me a DM, screenshotting that you're listening on Instagram, I love seeing that. I love hearing that, and I love reading about it. So I would so appreciate it. And yeah, I really thank you for being here. So I hope this has helped. I hope that you start to add a couple of things in your email automations that you might not have already. I look forward to sharing more with you soon. All right, bye. Thank you so much for listening to the Lotco Business Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure you subscribe to receive future episodes as they are released. And I'd be so grateful for a review on Apple Podcast. If you would like a copy of the show notes or any of the links mentioned today, please jump onto my website at thelotco.com.au/podcast. Have an amazing week, and I look forward to chatting to you again soon.